My love of soft keyboards, or soft input panels as they used to be called, goes way back to my Pocket PC days. With Android today, you can swap out your keyboard for any number of new panels that do all kinds of cool things, from letting you drag your finger across to connect the dots and spell out words, or handwriting recognition, or weird things that look like the figure 8. Well, today it's a traditional keyboard, but it's got a lot of intelligence behind it. What app am I talking about? It's called SwiftKey, and it's amazing. So SwiftKey, specifically SwiftKey version 3, is available in 2 different flavors. One for smartphones, one for tablets. They both cost $3.99 to get the full versions, but you can get the free version for, well, free. And again, one for smartphones, one for tablets. I've went ahead and purchased this. Here's all the deets about it. You can check that out in the Play Store. Let's go ahead and open it. So one of the things about SwiftKey that's different from other soft keyboards, it walks you through setting it up. Now on Android, setting up a new keyboard isn't that difficult, though there are a lot of steps involved. So immediately after running the app, we can choose our language. We're going to choose English US, because that's what I can talk good. Yes, that's supposed to be humor, folks. It goes ahead and downloads the language pack. Now the nice thing about that is this keyboard is not specific to any one language. You can download other language packs if you don't speak US English, or if you don't type US English, I guess would be the better way to put it. If you were doing UK English or Spanish or Latvian or anything else that you want to speak or type, you can do that. Now it does take just a little bit of time to download here because these language packs are somewhat big. The reason for that, there's a lot of intelligence built into them. The next thing we need to do is enable the keyboard, so we'll go ahead and do that, and it gives us a nice prompt that says, hey, hit the back key after you've selected this to come back to this screen, so we'll remember to do that. Here are the keyboards that I have set up. I've got the AOSP Android keyboard, since this is a Cyanogen Mod 10 Nightly that I'm running on my Nexus 7 here. I've got Google Voice Typing, which I have set, and then I've got my SwiftKey tablet. Let's turn that on, and it says, hey look, this is an input method, so whatever you type in here, there's a potential that that information is going to be shared with, well, the keyboard. I would hope so, but a malicious app could do malicious things with it. This one obviously isn't going to do that, so we'll go ahead and say OK. I'm going to turn off Google Voice Typing just for the time being, and then remember it said to hit the back button, so we're going to hit back just like that, and just like that we're back here at this nice little wizard to walk us through it. We're going to now select a default input language, or input method rather. We've got our US keyboard and SwiftKey, so we'll default over to the SwiftKey, and then we're going to change our typing style. Do we want to be precise, or do we want to be rapid? Well, since everyone likes to type quickly, let's choose rapid. And then we can personalize if we want. We can have it learn our typing style, our writing style from Facebook, from Gmail, from Twitter. We can even follow SwiftKey on Twitter if we want to. If you've got a blog that you write, you can even learn from your blogging style by setting up your RSS feed. We won't do that right here in this demo, but know that the more information that you supply, the better it's going to know how you type, and the better it's going to be able to predict what you're trying to say. Let's go ahead and say done, and now we get this next step in our wizard. We can watch some how-to videos, we can go to some settings and make changes if we want to, and then of course we can finish and exit the installer. And just like that, we're done. So let's go ahead and open up an app that we can use to type stuff into. So I've fired up Gmail, and over here it's just a new email. I'm composing a new one, and you notice I've got a keyboard that looks pretty much like you'd expect any keyboard to look like. That is, until you rotate it. Check this out. So this is portrait. We're going to rotate this into landscape, and now notice what it did with the keyboard. I now have a nice split. The reason for that, it's kind of hard to hit the keys in the middle with your thumbs, especially if you're on a large tablet. Now the Nexus 7 isn't that hard. I could still reach in here because I've got big hands, but other people, I'm not going to mention any names here, but they don't necessarily have big hands. So having the keyboard split on either side makes it a lot easier to reach the keys. So, you ready for the fun stuff? Hi, Brandon. This is Joe. I'm trying out the keyboard. And I can do this faster when I'm not on camera, by the way. So far, it's awesome. Okay, now that last bit I did deliberately. You saw that sometimes I was hitting the space bar, sometimes I wasn't. And the first part, everything got really well. The next part, I was a little bit more sloppy and it just didn't get it. So let's say, so far it's awesome. And that time it got it, I was a little bit more precise. I didn't use the space bar, I just kept drilling through, going very, very quickly. Very fast. You can type away on this thing really quick and it's wonderful. Again, tablet version lets you have the split. Smartphone version doesn't have that. You really don't need it. So there you go. And no, you can't install the tablet version on your smartphone. It won't let you. Trust me, I've tried. I can install any one of these languages that I want, or a couple of them, and some of them I can't even read. How about that? Look at all of... We've even got Romanian for Tony over there. But what I've done is I've downloaded Deutsch and I've downloaded Espanol. And I've got both of those loaded up now. So theoretically, I could come back here and let's pull up our keyboard again. Put in a enter or two. Now I've got those others. I can say, yo quiero I can't even spell Spanish, I'm so rusty. And right now Jaime is laughing at me. Yo quiero el helado. Great. I'd like the ice cream. It kind of got what I was saying in Spanish and figured it out. Or how about that one, it got way off. So I'm going to try it again. I can get out of here. And I don't know how to spell this right, guys, so I'm trusting on spelling correction here. And I know all of my German friends are laughing at me. So ich bin, I almost said ein Ausländer. That would have been embarrassing. Ich bin Ausländer. And it got it pretty right. It doesn't know that I'm trying to type in German. Emphasis on trying. Okay? It doesn't know that. It doesn't know that I'm trying to speak in Spanish here. It just knows that, oh look, I have information about those languages. I bet that's what it is. And it takes care of it on the fly, super fast, with prediction. It's amazing and it's awesome. So as a keyboard, just completely amazing. Blows me away. I love this, and I'm probably going to use this as my stock keyboard for the next quite a long time. But there's even more that makes SwiftKey even cooler. I've gotten back into the settings, and now you can see I have themes to choose from. The default is Cobalt, but I can choose Sky, Fuchsia, Holo, which is kind of like an ice cream sandwich jelly bean look. Dark, light, neon, pumpkin. I love pumpkin, so I'm going to go ahead and choose that. And let's drill right back into our keyboard and take a look. And now you can see I've got kind of an orangey theme to it. There's lots of other stuff that you can do with it, but that's all the time that I have for in this video. I want to hear from you, so head over to Pocketnow.com. Tell me what you like about this keyboard and why. Again, the keyboard is SwiftKey 3, right there. What do you like about it and why? Make sure you tell us in detail. What has it done? How much time has it saved you? Are there specific instances where you've used it and think that it's the best keyboard out there? We want to know. If you like this video and seeing alternate input methods, make sure you give the video a big thumbs up. For Pocketnow, showing off SwiftKey keyboard, I'm Joe Levi.